All right, so we are here again. This time I'm with Vitor Fava from Brazil. Hey, Vitor, how you doing?
Hey, Carlos. Hey, guys. How are you? Everything good here?
Okay, great. This is a great opportunity, guys. We have people from many places from the world, and this time Eastern of Brazil again. So I'm so glad we have our friends from Brazil participating in this event, which is really cool. Peter is going to talk about implemented AI solutions or in artificial intelligence solutions using the cognitive services in Azure. I have a few intro slides before I turn over to Vitor, so we'll start with that. Please remember this is a free of cost event. The Guatemalan IT well, some of the Guatemalan IT communities get together and collaborate to deliver this virtual conference for you guys. The SQL Server User Group, Microsoft Dev Group Command, Docker Guatemala, Kubernetes Guatemala. So if you can find us on Facebook. You can check the description of this video, so you can join us if you want. Also, here's the social networks for this event. You can find us on Twitter, follow us on Twitter, find us on Facebook, or subscribe to our YouTube channel so you will be up to date with what's going on today. And there will be playlists with all the great sessions we had yesterday and the sessions that are going today. So without further ado, here we have Vitor. So Vitor, I'm turning the yeah, there you go. So you are good to go, Vitor.
Okay, Carlos. Okay, thank you. First of all, guys, I just want to say thank you for everyone that is joining this session or it's using your free time to learn something new. This is something that I always tell to my friends or someone that is interested about IT, technology in general. I'm always suggesting that if you have free time, man, just invest your time to learn something new. And this is a great opportunity. We have here some of the greatest IT members of the community talking about technology and everything. So congratulations for you. And thank you for you to be here. I'm very happy. I'm glad that I can have this opportunity to talk to you about artificial intelligence, guys. So this is what I would like to bring to you today. Okay. So my idea here is to talk a little about what is artificial intelligence and how you can implement AI solution using Azure Cognitive Services. Okay, and I'm talking about Azure, but I want to let you know that Azure is only one of the players that you have in the market right now that you can use to build to develop something to work on AI field. Right? You have AWS, you have Google, you have IBM, but I want to show to you what Microsoft is doing, what Microsoft is doing on this cognitive area, and how you can implement something on AI using cognitive services. Okay, guys. So our agenda it's really easy. I want to talk to you about what is artificial intelligence, right? A brief introduction about artificial intelligence. What is the story? I want to let you know that artificial intelligence is nothing new. You don't have nothing new about AI. Artificial intelligence is something that you already have for a long time. Take it easy. I'll talk about that in a few seconds, right? I want to talk about some technologies that we can use to work with AI. And then I want to show you some examples how we can use artificial intelligence on our daily lives. I'm pretty sure, guys, that all of you are already using something related to artificial intelligence. I'm not saying that you are already building something and you can say, "Hey, Vitor, no, I don't know anything about AI. I don't think I'm using anything related to AI." And I can say that yes, you are, right? Yes, you are, and I'm pretty sure that you are using AI every day, right? Every day of your life, you are using something related to artificial intelligence. Let's talk about that in a few minutes, right? I just want to let you have some of the information about myself. So I am a Microsoft MVP on that platform in artificial intelligence, right? Uh, I am the chapter leader for the past chapter here in São Paulo, Psychomaniacs. So if you want to talk to me, you can reach me by email. You can take a look on my blog, right? It's vitorfava.com, and I don't have any English material yet. I'm from Brazil, so if you don't have any problems to try to read something in Portuguese, I don't think it's too difficult, right? Please just go there and let me know what you think about everything that I'm doing. And if you want to see some great videos about IT, especially about SQL Server, Azure, and artificial intelligence, you are on the right place. Just go there and check it out on my YouTube channel, right? Okay, so if you want to talk to me, please don't be shy. Just send me an email. I love to get some crazy emails with some crazy issues. Some man, I really love to read some emails from you guys with a crazy problem, a performance issue, or an Azure issue, and then I can talk to you, and we can bring the problem, and we can achieve a solution. And I hope you can count me in on anything you want, right? So let's talk about artificial intelligence, guys. First thing first, do you know that the idea of build a machine that could take decisions, could make decisions as a human being, is something that we already have in mind since 1966, 1960, 1955, 1956, or around that decade. Okay, and then you can say, "Hey, Vitor, wow, really? Since 1956, we already have this theory about artificial intelligence?" Yes, we have, guys. Yes. But hey, Peter, why just now I'm hearing so much about artificial intelligence? This is a good question. And this is because at this moment, at this point in time, we have three pillars, and two of them now are really strong. So because of them, we can build a real artificial intelligence solution. We can build something. We can show something to our clients, right? And let me talk to you about those three pillars. So for you to develop it, to build, to have an artificial intelligence solution working, first thing that we need data, right? We need data. We need a lot of data, because if you want to have a machine, and when I'm telling you a machine, I would like you to think about not a physical machine, but could be an algorithm, could be a code, right? That is running on a computer. So this is what I'm talking to you. So if you want to teach something to a machine, you need to give to that machine an experience. Ask me something about big data. Hey, Vitor, what is big data? And then I can tell you, the idea of big data, guys, is that now you have a lot of information being produced, right? At this moment, I'm pretty sure that some of you are watching this session on your computer, but I'm pretty sure that some of you could be watching this session on your smartphone, right? Maybe you could be watching this session on your TV, right? So right now, we have so much data that we can use to study, to analyze, to identify some patterns. Hey, Vitor, I didn't understand what are you trying to, or what are you trying to say. Please give me another example. Okay, guys. So think with me. How do you think that a child learns something? How do you think a child learns something? Doing, right? Something, and then analyzing the results. So if you try to do something that is bad, something bad happens, and then you just learn that, okay, I'm not supposed to do that because this is not good. So you try to do other thing, and then that is good. Okay, this is good. Then I can do that. So what I'm trying to say is that when you are a child, you learn by experience, right? You learn by experience. And to gain experience, you need time, right? For example, I am 37 years old right now, and I can say that I have maybe 20 years of experience working with SQL Server and database in general. But I cannot wait for a machine to develop a knowledge or to learn something in 20 years, right? I need to teach a machine to think right now, in a few hours, in max in a few days. So how can you give that experience to a machine? You need to show data. You need to show historical data. And now we have so much data, and now we have so much information that it's possible to give all of that to a machine, and then a machine can analyze, right? In 1956, we didn't have that amount of information, okay? But have so much data give us another problem, guys. So if you have so much data and you need to process that data, you need to analyze that data, you need to have processor power. You need to have a huge amount of processor power to analyze and process 1 petabyte of information, 2 petabytes of information. So to analyze all that data, you need processing power. And we have that now, right? What do you know about cloud computing? What is the idea? What is the main idea about cloud computing? Is that you can have processor power just like that, right? You just need to go to a cloud provider. For example, you just go to Azure. You just go on Azure portal. You just configure your virtual machine, or in our case, your workspace, and then you say, I want to process a lot of data, so I need more processor power, and then you can just allocate more processor power, right? Again, let's think, guys, in 1956, 1955, 1960, we didn't have all that processor power. Now we have, and now we have real quick, easy to allocate, right? We just need to pay that. And then you have the data models. The data models we already had for for a few time, but without enough data, without processor power, we were not able to develop, to build anything related to artificial intelligence. Okay, so right now we have those three pillars, and then we can build something. We can develop something using artificial intelligence. Okay, and then talking about Microsoft Cognitive Services, we have some of the best cognitive services that you can imagine right now on Microsoft. I am really excited to show to you some of them, guys. I just want to talk to you a little about the categories that we have. Okay, for example, we have cognitive services related to computer vision, to recognize a face on a photo, on an image, to recognize objects on an image, right? To analyze a video, okay? We have a cognitive service about language, a cognitive service that can recognize what you're talking and just understand what you were talking. Hey, Vitor, this is something that exists only in the movies, right? I remember that on some movies, Minority Report, Blade Runner, and those crazy stuffs, right? This is not possible. We don't have that yet. Yes, we have. How many of you already tried to play around with Cortana? Do you know about Cortana, right? Cortana is the Microsoft Assistant that for sure, if you were using Windows, you have Cortana at this moment on your computer. Okay, I have Cortana on my computer right now. Okay, right now, I have it here. Right? I can even try. I can even try to call Cortana. Let's try. Hey, Cortana. Let's try to reach her. I want to talk to her. Hey, Cortana. How are you? Hey guys, take a look. This is Cortana, right? This is artificial intelligence. I just asked her, "Hey Cortana, how are you?" And then she just said, "Okay, I'm great, thanks." You're not able to hear that because I'm using my headphones, but I just want to show you that you're already using artificial intelligence. Okay, you're already using artificial intelligence on that, right? For Cortana to work, she needs to be able to understand our language, to understand English, to understand what I'm talking, to understand my voice, and then do some analysis about what I'm asking her, and then give me some answers, right? Cortana is just an example. I'm sure that most of you have iPhones. So if you have an iPhone, you have Siri. If you like to have an Android, you have Google service. So if you are an Amazon fan, for sure you have Alexa. I have Alexa here too, right? I have her here, and then I really love to ask Alexa about my schedule, about my weather, and then I am like a crazy IT guy, so sometimes I just spend a few minutes of my day talking to Alexa to see what's happening around the world. So this is already happening, guys. Okay, this is already happening, right? Okay. Enough talk, guys. Enough talk. I want to show you something. Let's do some demos. Let me just grab here a link. I will open a new browser here. I'll just bring that here for you guys. So I want to show you some examples about the cognitive services that you can use. I told you about the vision, and then you can take a look here. I'm on Microsoft Azure documentation, and this site's so great, guys, because you can show to a client about those Cognitive Services for free, just for them to understand what's happening, what's going to happen, how you can use that. So I'm here, and then I can show you. Here we have the cognitive services. So I have some for decisions, language, speech, vision, web search. For example, let me show you some of the coolest ones about computer vision, right? Take a look here, guys. I will show you one of them that is analyzing a content in image. I will just open this guy and let's go down here and take a look, guys. Take a look on this photo. Take a look on this image. Man, this is so crazy. This is so cool, man. This is so cool. This is a machine. This is a machine analyzing an image, analyzing a photograph, and saying to you that this is a train. Take a look here, guys. Let me show you. See, here. You have a machine saying to you, hey, man, this is a train. And then you have here, this is a person. This is another person, right? This is so cool, man. And here you can see the JSON where you have the information about it, right? Let me show you another example. Let's try to see another photo here. Take a look on this one. And then you can see, oh, this is a person, right? This is a person. And this is a skateboard, man. Take a look. This is so crazy. This is a skateboard. Again, this is a machine analyzing your photograph or analyzing a photograph and telling you something about that. Okay? And telling you something about that. Right? Hey, Vitor, this is not cool, man. This is not so cool, right? Let's take a look here. Let's take a look here, guys. Take a look on this, another analysis. Okay? Take a look here on this, another analysis. I'm pretty sure that all of you recognize this guy, right? It's that guy. Okay? So, but take a look, guys. We have Azure Cognitive Services analyzing this photograph and telling us, okay, this is a male and his age is about 49 years old. This is crazy, right? This is crazy, but this is not all, guys. Let me show you something that is even cooler than that. I will show you about emotion analysis on a photograph. Take a look here. We have a woman. Okay, I will just change my detection model here for show you an example. And take a look here on this photo. Man, this is really cool. This is really cool. This is really awesome, right? Again, take a look. Okay, this is a female. Her age is 25. She's wearing glasses, man, and the emotion on this picture seems to be happiness. Wow. This is mind explosion that is happening to you right now. You have a machine analyzing an image, analyzing a photograph, and telling you that this is a female, she is 25 years old, she's wearing glasses, and she's happy. Okay? She is happy. And then you can take a look here on another photo. Same thing, but the emotion is neutral. Let's see. We have a good example here. We have another example here. Take a look. Happiness, neutral, no glasses. See? No glasses. Age. Take a look here, man. This is so cool. So amazing. Take a look on the age of the baby, about 1 year. Oh, this is so cool, man, right? This is really, really, really cool. Another thing that we can do, let me show you something real nice about custom vision. Let's see if I can find another example here to show to you. No, not this one. Let me show you a speech one. Speech to text. So the idea here, guys, is to say something and then to have a machine. Let me do it in English. And then the machine, it's working with everything that you're talking about, right? And telling you what you, and writing what you is talking, right? Like that. Let's try. Hello, my name is Vitor. Hey guys, take a look on that. Oh, this is awesome, right? This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Hey, Vitor, this is really, really crazy. Ah, man, I don't believe in that. But guys, this is only a portion that you could do. I want to show you something that is really, really cool. I want to show you something that you can really implement. I already have it here, right? And I want to build, let's try, I believe we have time, right? Let me show you something cool here. I already have this here. Oh, let me just open this one to show you something. I have this CSV file, and the CSV file is an example. It's a example from Microsoft. It's a data set, right? Where we have some clients, and then we have the client's comment about our company, okay? We have the client analysis about our company. So, for example, you can read here with me that this client is complaining about something that went wrong with the package, right? Insufficient package. Here, wrong items again. Here we have a feedback that is fantastic. Here we have one that's, okay, wrong items again. So we have here comments about our company. And what I want to do, what I want to show to you guys is an example how you can use the cognitive services to do a sentiment analysis on this data set. Let's build a sentimental analysis on this data set, right? Let's do that. Okay, let's do it together right now. And I'll be doing that using Power BI. So I'll be using a Power BI. So here's my Power BI. And I want to build something with you guys, integrating my Azure Cognitive Services with Power BI. Okay, with Power BI. I already have everything done, but I want to show you some of the steps that I took to do that. So the first thing, guys, that we need to do, let me go here, is, here, man, help me, here. So guys, I'm pretty sure that you can see my Azure portal right now. So the first thing that we need to do is to create our cognitive services here on Azure portal. So the first thing that we need to do is something like that. Cognitive services. Cognitive service. So here we have cognitive services. right? I already have one that I already deployed. So you can see here, I already have one that is called Be a Data Master. And I would like you to pay attention on this one, text analytics. This is the cognitive services that I'm using. I'm using analysis on a text. So I can analyze the feedback of our clients, reading the comments, and then showing that on a reporting, on a report on Power BI, on a dashboard. Let's say here we have some positive feedbacks, we have some negative feedbacks, we have some neutral feedbacks. Okay, but the first thing that you need to do if you don't have the service, for sure, you need to create one. So let me show you how you can create one. You just click on add, and then you have some examples here, right? And here we have cognitive services. And now I just click here to see more of the cognitive services. And we have a lot of them, guys. We have computer vision, we have custom vision, we have spell check, we have face recognition, right? Speaker recognition, all of them here for you to create and to work. And the one that I want to work is this one here. Okay, so it's it's pretty easy to take a look here. It's awesome because Microsoft has like a small description here. And here you can say, okay, this is an AI service that enables you to do some text analysis, and then you can do some sentiment analysis, right? Okay. Hey, Peter, but how this is possible? Remember what I told you when we started to talk, guys? How do you think Microsoft has a service that is able to analyze a text, guys, and give you an information about the sentiment on that one? Because Microsoft has a huge amount of data, has a huge database with examples, with texts, with words, and with that information, Microsoft is able to train the algorithm, to train the machine to understand what is a good feedback, what is a bad feedback, right? Remember, we don't have time to wait for the machine to have experience about that. Okay, we don't have time to wait for that. So what we need to do is give data to our machine so the machine can learn something, right? So this is what I'm going to do. Just create here, and then you can just select create, and then just give some examples, some information. For example, a name for this text analytics. You could say text analytics tech community, right? And then, let me just use like that. We cannot have other characters here. So I can choose the location, and this is something real important for you to know. Always remember that when you are provisioning something on Azure, always remember about your client. For example, I'm from Brazil, but if I'm doing a project for a client that is based on Europe, and I'm creating Azure Cognitive Services for that client, it's not a good idea for me to use a data center here in Brazil, like that one. I'm in Brazil, so for me, it's better to have my resource provisioned on South America. But man, your client is based on Europe. Your client is going to have some performance issues, some huge latency spikes because of that. So if your client is based on Europe, please create your service on a data center that is close to your client. Always remember that, guys. Always remember that when you're working on cloud computing projects, okay? Right? And then you have how much you want to pay for that, okay? I'm kidding. Here, guys, you have how many transactions are you planning to have? How many text analysis you are planning to have in a month? For example, how much feedback do you have? Hey, Vitor, I have like 1,000 feedbacks per day. Okay, so that one should be okay for you, right? Maybe this one is okay too. Hey, Victor, no, I'm not a huge client. Maybe I should spend maybe 1,000, 2,000 analysis per month. So, man, take a look here. Microsoft is so cool, right? You have a tier. That is totally free if you are planning to use only a few thousands of transactions per 30 days, okay? So that is the one that I'm going to use, right? That is the one that I already have. So you just need to select that and a research group and then click on create. And then after that, guys, okay, I want to come back here on my cognitive services. We already have our cognitive services here. So the first thing that we need is to create our cognitive services. And that one is a cognitive services that I'm going to use to do some text analytics analysis. Okay, Vitor, cool, awesome. And what is the next step? What is next? What I need to do now? Okay, now we need to go to our Power BI. Okay, we need to go to our Power BI, right? Let me just open a Power BI here. And then I'm going to connect on my CSV file. Here's my CSV file. Let's connect on that. And then I have the information that I need here. Okay, I will just select load and I'm just bring everything to Power BI so I can work on that. Okay, guys. So the first thing that I want to do is to manipulate that information. So I'll just edit my query here. And then I have my data set. And I will do some cleaning here. I don't need this one, and I don't need that one. I will just remove those, remove columns. And I would like to merge those two columns, guys, because I have some good words for analyze on the subject, and for sure I have more words to analyze on the comment side. So I would like to add a new column that is a merge between those two columns. So I just select those two and click here on add column and merge columns. Okay, so I will select my separator that's tab, and my new column I will just put full comments. And okay, and that's it, guys. See, now I have both information here on one column. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to close and apply that one. The first thing that I'm going to do is that. Okay, let's do it slowly because I want you to understand what I'm going to do. Guys, I have this column here that is full comments. What I want to do is to call my cognitive services that I just created on Azure. I will use this column as an input, and my Azure Cognitive Services is going to do a sentiment analysis on this one and give me a score, right? A score between 0 and 1, where a value that is close to 1, it's a positive 1, and a value that is close to 0 is a negative 1, right? Okay? But to do that, guys, I need to build, well, let me just open a new one here. I need to build a function where I can call my web service. Let me show you for you how we can do that. Let me just open a new one for you to use. I will open this one. That is the one that I already have everything, and I will show you after. Let me put this here. Okay, guys, let me just. Okay, got it. Let me just do an analysis here, an edit query one, and I will show you how we can do it. Okay, guys, here. This is the report that I already built, right? So the first thing that we need to do is to build, and I will do it from scratch with you guys because I want you to understand everything. So the first thing that we need to do is to build a function. And then to build this function, I need some code. Let me show you my code here, right? I just want for you to take a look here with me. Okay, so let's do it. I will just edit this one, edit query. And then what I'm going to do is something like that. I will just create a blank query here. And then I will just go on advanced editor. And then I have this code, right? I already have the code here. So what I want to show to you guys, and the information that is really important, it's here, right? To call my Azure Cognitive Services, I need two informations. I need my API key and I need my endpoint. Okay? My API key and my endpoint. Where I can find that? Here, guys, on my Azure portal. Take a look here. I have this option, key and endpoint. I just go here and show keys. Hey, Vitor, you are just showing to us your keys. Okay, no problem at all, guys. I will just delete everything after our demo. No problem at all, right? Here, I need this one and I need this one to call my web services, okay? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this key here. Take a look here. And I'm going to add this information here. And I already fill up the endpoint. See, I have my endpoint here, via datamaster.cognitiveservices.azure.com. Okay, so I already have a function. I will call this function. Let me rename this function. Sentiment analysis. Cool. Right? And then what I want to do, guys, is something like that. I want to add a new column. Okay. I want to add a new column on my data set here, on my data set. That is a score. Remember, from 0 to 1. If I have a value that is close to 0, it's a negative one. If I have a value that is close to 1, it's a positive one, right? So I will just click here, invoke custom function, and my new column will be sentiment score. I will going to use the sentiment analysis, guys. This function that I already created that is calling my web services created on Azure Cognitive Services, okay? And what is the column that I want to use? I want to use full comments. And guys, take a look on the magic. Okay, here guys, take a look. I already have a column called sentiment score. Oh man, this is so cool. Remember, when you are close to 0, like this one, 0.05, it's a bad feedback. It's a negative one. But when you are close to 1, like this one, 0.9, it's a good one. Okay? Hey, Vitor, and what you can do with that? I can do something like that, guys. Take a look here. Take a look with me. I will create a conditional column where I will say something like that. My sentiment desk, and I will say if sentiment score is less than 0.5, the output is negative. If the sentiment score is equals to 0.5, we have a neutral one. And I will use another one. I could use the else here, but I will just put this one. And if I have a score that is greater than 0.5, I have a positive one. And then we have a column here. Okay? Awesome, right? So you can see, okay, this is a negative feedback, a positive one, a negative one. Hey, Vitor, that's okay, but I don't know what I can do with that. You can do something like that, guys. Take a look here. Let's take a look here. I'll just apply the changes on my data model here, on my model on Power BI. And now you can see that I have a new column that is called sentiment desk. And I can do something like that. I will just put a chart here, right? A pie chart, and I will do something like that. Sentiment description. And I will put this one here. And I will just do that and that. So you can see, man, take a look on that, guys. Take a look on that. What is happening here? Now you can see that half of your clients have a negative feedback for your company, for your service. See, 50%, 20% is neutral, and 30% is positive. Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds because I'm pretty sure that all of you are like, whoa, this is not possible. Really, Vitor? Yeah, and again, this was a machine, guys. And this was a machine doing an analysis on a text, right? Is a text. Can you imagine what you can do using that? If you have like an e-commerce, for example, and on an e-commerce, you have a lot of feedbacks, right? For example, Amazon, for example, if you buy something on Amazon, you just could go there and give your feedback, or this is a good product, this is a bad product. You can imagine that now it's possible for you to build artificial intelligence solution that is going to automate this feedback analysis and produce a report, and then you can use, for example, this analysis on each store. For example, I would like to know what is the feedback from my client about a book that I just added on my e-commerce. Or, for example, if you are a restaurant, if you were in a hotel, if you, I don't know, man, if you were a person that is selling a service and you have feedback from your clients, you don't need to spend your time or hire someone to go through all the feedbacks and analyze what's happening. You can just build an AI solution to do that for you. I just did that. I just did that, guys, in 5-10 minutes with you. And we developed a Power BI dashboard. We developed together a Power BI dashboard about that. Right? Can you see how cool is that? It's amazing, right? It's really, really, really cool, man. Okay? So, guys, this is an example that I want to show you about Azure Cognitive Services, right? This is only an example, okay? You have so much things that you can do, and for sure, I'm totally available for you guys. If you want to talk, please don't hesitate to reach me by email, by Twitter, LinkedIn. You can just go on my LinkedIn. You can add me on your network. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about AI, about SQL Server stuff, about Azure things. And if you like to play some video games, we can talk about that too. If you like comic books, we can talk about that too. Yeah, I'm a nerd, so I can talk about a lot of nerd stuff with you guys too. So I'm totally available. Guys, the last thing that I want to share is a message. Okay? I would like to say thank you for you again to be here. And I want to say congratulations. I want to say congrats for all of you that are spending your time learning something new. I like to say that you are the master of your career. You can work anywhere you want with any technology that you like. It's up to you to go study and learn something new. Okay? Hey, Vitor, but I already have 40 years, 50 years. Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter. Okay? You can start today. And if you study something, if you learn something new every day, man, in 1-2 years, you already have so much knowledge about that topic that you can be considered an expert, right? So, guys, I would like to say thank you for you again. I would like to say thank you for Carlos again for this opportunity. I love to be here with you guys. And if you need anything else, I would like just to go back here and let my
Exactly.
email again for you, my contact. So if you want to talk about anything, please just reach me. I'll be more than happy. I'll be extremely happy to help you with anything. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Vitor. That was a great presentation. I was really amazed of all the things you can do with these services. I was, I am completely new to this, so it's amazing. I was going to ask you if you can put your contact information on the screen, but you already have. That's great, so people can ping you or connect with you. So we have Eduardo with us. He's actually your buddy from PTN. He works for PTN.
Hi, Vitor.
He's in Guatemala. Vitor, can you hear us? I don't think he can hear us. Vitor? Do we lose him?
Can you hear us, Vitor?
Hey, Carlos. Now I can hear you. Sorry, I don't know why, but I was not listening to you. Sorry. If you have any questions, please Just repeat that. I
No
have a
worries.
problem with my headphones.
No, I was saying that it was a great presentation. Thank you so much. I'm new to this topic, so I appreciate that you walk us through this great presentation about cognitive services and artificial intelligence on Azure. Was really great. I was saying that Eduardo is with us. He's your buddy from PTN. He works for PTN from
Yeah.
Guatemala.
Hi, how
So
are you?
Hey,
great.
Eduardo, how are you, man?
Fine, thank you. Excellent sessions. Thanks
Oh, thank you, man.
for the
Thank you, guys.
time. Mhm.
So Eduardo will be taking care of the questions. So take it away, Eduardo. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, we have a couple of questions, Vitor, for
Okay,
you. So I will
sure.
put the first one in the screen.
Okay.
Esteban Gonzalez asks us if those vision services can be implemented in the industry in order to perform quality checks in products at high speed, like
Yeah, for sure.
1.4K inspections per minute. I
For
think
sure,
you
totally.
already addressed that. So,
Oh, totally,
yeah.
totally. Hey,
Mhm.
Esteban. Yeah, yeah. There is a great example here in Brazil, and I can share the video if you want. There is like there's like a video where we have like a machine that is analyzing some tomatoes, and it's doing some kind of separation if you have a good tomato and a bad one. So it's just a machine that is doing some analysis, and before that analysis, it's like separating both of them. So yeah, for sure we can do that. Totally.
Okay. I think, of course, it's an extra cost, but it is possible.
Oh yeah, yeah. And for sure that if you want to have like a lot of transactions per second, you can do that. You are totally right, Eduardo. You need to pay more, but again, in Azure, in cloud computing, you pay as you need. So if you need more processor power, you just need to pay for that. And then after you use it, if you don't need anymore, you can just go there and reduce your processor power and pay less. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Next question. Also from Esteban. He is asking if the classification is implemented using agent faces or agent vectors. I don't know what is that. Maybe.
Uh, it depends. It depends, Esteban, about what is the model that is going that you're going to use to implement the classification, right? We have a lot of them on Microsoft. This is a good question. This is not relation with cognitive services, and for sure we can talk that about later, Esteban. If you want, just send me an email. This is a machine learning one, and on the machine learning services on Azure, you have some good options to work with classification, and depends about what is the classification model that you want to use. So yeah, we can use that, but it depends what is the classification model that you want to work.
Okay, thank you. Next question is mine.
Okay.
Okay, do you have any comments integrating cognitive services with IoT devices? For example, Raspberry Pi?
Oh, this is so cool, man. I don't have an example. I don't have an example yet using cognitive services with IoT, but I have one project that was really interesting that I work here in Brazil. Uh, that was using IoT devices on some trucks to measure a truck and to measure some mechanics of a truck and identify like 1 week or 2 weeks before a possible break could happen. You know, analyze what's going on, some metrics on that truck, and say, hey, this truck is going to be a problem in 1 week. Just go back to our station and we can take a look and we can just fix that before we have some kind of problems. Yeah, I don't have any cognitive services one, but I have a good one on IoT using machine learning. This is using machine learning. It was really
Uh,
cool, man.
yeah, because I was working on a project where I want to use my Raspberry Pi camera to put at my door at my house
Oh, awesome.
to identify the person that it is standing next at the door.
Ooh,
But
this is cool, man.
I did not have any luck implementing that. Yeah. Yet.
That's good. That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. We'll put the next question. Does sentiment analysis is just an application of NLP, or it has different backend?
Uh, that's a good one, Esteban. Esteban did a lot of good questions. It's just not NLP, right? For you guys that maybe don't know what's an NLP, it's natural language process, natural language processing. It's the idea to have a machine to have the cognitive services recognizing your language. Is yeah, for sure you have that, right? You have NLP, but you have some neural networks also. Not only this natural language, but you have some neural networks involved, right? Uh, and I'm saying that just because I know a little about the process, but you are not able to find anything on the Microsoft documentation about that, right? Because the idea for using cloud computing is to just call your web service and that's it. That's a black box, right? Okay, I just provisioning a cognitive services and I'm just asking for something and that's it. But yeah, you have a natural language, you have some neural networks there.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome.
The next is just Esteban, thank you for the presentation. He liked a lot the presentation.
Man, thank you. Thank you for all your questions. It's awesome. It's always good when you have so many questions. So if you have anything else, guys, or if you are shy to ask me something, please don't hesitate to reach me by email.
Okay, we have just last question, also from Esteban. Is possible to implement cognitive services in a local device?
Not using Azure, not yet, at least. And I don't know if that would be a good idea, Esteban, because if you have like a local machine and you reach the maximum of your processing power, you would start to have some performance issues. Okay, so technically it's not possible yet, and really I don't know if this is on Microsoft roadmap to let you like build an Azure stack on your local data center and use something like that. I don't see that's coming,
Yeah,
at least yet.
For IoT devices, there is a way using edge devices where you create a container in the Azure and you move the container to your device, and some of the processing is done in the device and you only send the results to the cloud. I don't know if also artificial intelligence has something like that, but maybe just a
Not yet.
trained
Yeah.
model, something simple. Because SQL on Edge, that is the idea of the SQL of Edge devices, but it is in preview yet. So.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would suggest you always to try to work on some cloud provider because, man, there you have more data for you to analyze than you can imagine that you can use to train your machine learning or your algorithm for sure.
If you don't mind, I can chime in there. You can use Python for that. Python is a good tool to deep learning.
Yeah.
PyTorch and stuff like that is ideal for deep learning stuff that you can do locally. But the problem is the compute. You need a lot of compute power.
A lot of compute. Yeah.
So that would be a kind of a trouble there.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Yeah. Totally. You need to have it depends on what you're trying to process. You would need like a super computer to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's everything of the questions, Victor. Thanks for your time.
No, thank you, guys.
Yeah, and Esteban, thank you for all those great questions. He was with us all the time. And so thank you, Vitor. In the next session, just let me share my screen really quick here. This is must. Another great session about DevOps. This is on Spanish, but it's great. It is about Prometheus for those that work with containers. Using Prometheus, it's a must for monitoring. So if you want to learn about how to leverage this cool technology to monitor your containers, you can join this session. You can scan the QR code on the screen. So I think that's a wrap. That's all we have for this session for now.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Have
you,
a
Vitor.
good day, and I'll be here if you need anything. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Okay.
they
Thank
can
you.
join us in Slack. Thank you. Bye.